That was weird. This was crazy. The first 2 episodes of Doctor Who Season 1 were certainly something. Today I want to talk about the many plot threads which seem to have been interwoven in this season. The Doctor's family is mentioned. Ruby's origins are brought up again. The continued fallout of the giggle with Maestro, who was a brilliant villain by the way, along with a lot of other unconventional stuff like Snow appearing on the spaceship, the breaking of the fourth wall on a lot of occasions, a random woman who just keeps showing up, Mavity, and the tease of the one who waits. Do I think all of this will be answered by the end of this season? Probably not. With all of this to unpack, it's likely that a lot of this may carry over to Season 2 or potentially a Season 3, which is in the planning stage. This vid is all about more wild theories. Some of it may age like milk, while some of it may age like a fine wine. I did this for the 60th anniversary. Now we're going to do this for this season with various topics. If you're new to this, then welcome. For now, sit back, enjoy a cocoa, like, subscribe, and let's begin. As you may have gathered, after just 2 episodes, 3 if you count Christmas, the Gatwa era has got off to an interesting start, shall we say. Interesting being my choice word, because Russell has been experimental with his scripts, for better and for worst. One aspect which I find most fascinating is how supernatural this show has become. All of this seems to go back to the events of Wild Blue Yonder, which I think is a masterpiece story. In that story, the 14th Doctor poured salt at the end of the universe, and it seems ever since that story, shit has gone down. Doctor Who has literally become supernatural with the return of the Toymaker, space goblins showing up at Christmas, and a lot of meta references within the Devil's Cord. I think now anything is possible. What I loved about this story is how it's an extension of the fantastical elements of the giggle. The Toymaker was all about the games, Maestro is all about the music. Having powerful characters like these show up is something which I think Doctor Who needed, and it's all the more fitting that such beings did get a name check by Zellin and Can You Hear Me. You got the Eternals getting mentioned, you got Black Guardians, all that sort of stuff. So it doesn't really feel out of place, but rather refreshing, and I think there's definitely more characters like this to come as part of the Pantheon. The Doctor Who theme being played by Maestro on the piano, the appearance of Murray Gold, the Doctor's non-digested comment, and the ending made me wonder if this was just for a one-off, or if Doctor Who is becoming meta due to the aftermath of the 60th anniversary. Could it be why we're getting the snow appearing to symbolise the night of when Ruby was left at the church? Could it be why we get all those echoes of the same character appearing in different settings ever since Wild Blue Yonder? There's certainly something big going on here, and I'd love to think that the breaking of the fourth wall was something which came a part of the narrative of the story rather than a bit of fun. It could just be a nice in-joke by Russell just doing whatever the hell he wants. Either way, it's fun to discuss. The extension of the Doctor being adopted was something which was not on my bingo card for this season. I'm glad that the Timeless Child arc has found a way to continue beyond Jodie Whittaker's time. It's not shoved in our faces, but it's still there, and hopefully it will get expanded upon in the right way, because seriously, in my opinion, that arc was an interesting concept, but leaving it unresolved at the end of that era was something which was very problematic for me. Some will disagree, but I'm hopeful that at least we'll get more clarity on this arc now. Judging by this Doctor's openness, it's likely. That's all I'll say on this for now, because I know that some people hate it, which I understand. Now I wanted to discuss the one who waits, but I thought I'm going to wait a little longer. It's quite ironic now that I say that out loud. I want to do a more in-depth theory vid on that, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit longer because I'm flip-flopping between who I think it's going to be. So I'm just going to leave The One Who Waits for now, but I'm going to do a video on that in the future as the season progresses. In the meantime, all I can say is I am happy that Doctor Who is reinventing itself with established storylines along with new ones. I'm here for it. I love Shooty and Millie's chemistry. It is electric, and I can't wait to see what is in store for these characters that they're playing. The show is in safe hands, and I reiterate what I said in my last video, that Doctor Who doesn't need to change to survive. It survives because of change. That's by Stephen Moffat, that quote, by the way. I'm not going to take full credit for it. Going by the interesting start we've had, I'm glad to see that that statement rings true, even if those babies were nightmare fuel for the wrong reasons.